Well, hello. My name is Gant, and welcome back to Crystalline. Man, it's been a while. We haven't been here in a long time. We're playing Ethereal Enigma, then County After Stories, but we're back here, so let us continue. But before I start the video, or actually start reading, I want to say that I made a new song. It's on my other channel, so go check it out. Link in the description. Alright, just as I think that, something darts in front of me. Yeah, we're gonna yelp. I jump back as the thing skitters across the road and hops into a bush. Did you see that? The Pongo waddles over to the bush and watches it curiously.
Boy?
The bush remains still. The Pongo cocks its head to the side.
Boy?
Then, he sticks his head into the bush. He immediately retreats as a claw swipes at him. Don't you fucking hurt my Pongo, what the fuck? He rushes back to me and hides behind my leg.
Boy?
He huffs. I mean, you did just go and bother it, you know? Like, of course it's gonna attack you, what the fuck? The Pongo pouts, looking betrayed.
Boy?
What do you want me to say, Pongo? Come on. It was gonna attack you. I would attack you if you fucking got close to me like that. Sorry, Pongo. You know I always got your back, but you're wrong in this situation. He perks up.
Boy?
Yeah, damn right. You know I always got your back. So, what is that thing?
It's a Sabali.
What the fuck is a Sabali? Leanna seems more excited than usual to see an animal. What's that?
Basically an overgrown rodent.
Dude, in my mind, I'm thinking like an overgrown rat. PixelFade, you gotta like put a picture right here so I can like, you know, kinda get a visual.
Untrue. Sabali are not part of the rodent family.
Then what is it? Is it a lizard? It could be a lizard for all I care. What the fuck?
They're way cuter than rodents.
I didn't get a very good look at the thing when it raced by. But what is it? Because from what I saw, it looked kind of like a baby bear with long claws and a very long tail.
That's a pretty accurate description, actually.
Okay, let me see. Baby bear. Okay. Imagine a baby bear with long claws and a very long tail. So like a jaguar, but like a bear.
They're very rare. Since you saw one, you're going to have good luck.
Really, that's... Zach looks unimpressed.
I don't see how lucky it can be if it almost tripped him up.
Well, then again, I think I've been pretty lucky. We got isekai to a new world. We're traveling. We met a pretty cute girl. But I did get hit by an energy bow. I can't cast, and I can't use magic. So, yeah, I'm kind of unlucky, but at the same time kind of lucky, you know?
Well, they tend to hide from people. If one lets you spot it, then that must mean you're special.
No, that's about like just having a bad day. You know, like, shit, someone saw me. Fuck. You know what I mean? It's like that.
Such superstitions originated back when primitive societies were learning to recognize dangerous species from harmless ones.
Okay.
Because the Sabali feed on insects and small rodents many would deem to be pests, they are recognized as a harmless and even helpful animal. As such, many humans wish to domesticate them as pets.
Then why don't they? Like, wouldn't it be kind of easy? Like from back then, like 10,000 or how many years ago to now would be, you know, wouldn't it be easy?
But the Sabali are timid creatures and shy away from most other animals, especially ones which are considered threatening.
Basically humans, because fucking we're all powerful and shit, just like, oh. And right there they have magic, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, they're terrified.
Thus, the Sabali were regarded as lucky due to the difficult nature of witnessing one.
you're kind of a buzzkill. Like, you're killing everyone's buzz right now. We saw a beautiful, like, rodent, and you just fucking, actually, it's this, and this. It's kind of a buzzkill, Amelia, so get your shit together.
In reality, there is no luck involved.
Yeah, you're killing everyone's buzz right now. I see. Can someone, like, explain to this girl that we need to have some good luck here, guys? Because so far, we're kind of getting fucked on our journey. We kind of need good luck right now. Kara pouts, playfully at Amelia.
Aw, come on, Amy. Let them keep their superstitions.
Amelia's eyes widen.
Amy.
Sure, that's your name, right? It's what your parents called you.
It is, but...
But I don't want you to say it, you fucking weirdo. It's only for my mama and papa, not you. Look at me with my pouty face. Amelia pauses, then seems to regain her composure.
My name is Amelia.
Does calling you Amy bother you?
It totally bothers me. Can't you tell from my face? You stupid pendeja. You don't understand. Amy is only for Mama and Papi. Amelia seems uncertain.
I did not mean to imply that it is a bother. It is merely a surprise.
I want to be like her inner voice. Whenever I see like an expression that's not like how she normally has it, I'm just gonna be like her voice.
Aw, well, don't worry, Amy. It's a cute name.
Amelia fidgets as Leanna calls her Amy. She tries to speak out, but for once seems flustered. Why is she calling me Amy? Come on, guys, I don't want this to be my name. Oh.
Well, it seems that...
Let's leave Amy alone and move on.
We stare at Zach.
What?
Dude, it's surprising that you're calling her Amy. Like, you're a pretty professional guy and not like too much of a jokester, so this is pretty weird.
You called her Amy.
Yeah, everyone's surprised, man. What the fuck?
It's shorter than 3 syllables. Why wouldn't I call her that if she's okay with it?
Ah, you want to be efficient and not the fact that you like the name. Don't worry, I got you. Amelia sighs.
Well, if that is what you prefer, then I suppose you may call me as such.
I'm not gonna win with these idiots, aren't I? Might as well, fuck it. Kara grins and pat Amelia on the head.
I knew you'd come around.
Head pats. It seems so lovely. Amelia first blinks in confusion. Kara continues to head pat her. She doesn't really seem to know what to do with herself. Eventually, she just lets it happen. I like the head pats, but can you please not do it when the others are around? Or any grown-ups? I want to look cool and sophisticated and all grown up. I don't need you to do this in front of them. Although Amelia tries to act cool, the touch of pink in her cheeks give away her true thoughts. I think she likes the nickname. Yeah, Amy's a cute name, fuck you. I like the name Amy. I think it suits you.
That is fortunate, as I believe that is how the group will refer to me from now on.
Anyway, let's get going.
We resume our journey. For the next 3 days, we travel on foot during the day and make camp at night. Leanna continues my casting training, but I made no progress. I begin to feel discouraged, and although she tries hard to hide it, I can sense the frustration Leanna feels. Why am I having such a difficult time casting? There must be something I'm missing. Since Leanna won't give up on my training, I resolve to push past my disappointment and continue to focus myself. On the 4th day, we traveled the entire day and set up camp in the evening. As we've done it all in the past training, Zach, Kara, and Amelia takes care of the setup, while Leanna and I find an open area to train. I still dread whenever it's time to train, as I haven't shown any progress. It's starting to feel like a useless chore at this point.
Ready?
I reluctantly nod.
Alright, just like we've practiced, focus on channeling through the manipulator.
As I've done so many times before, I try to do exactly what Leanna says. Just like all of my previous attempts, it doesn't work.
You've got this. You just have to focus.
I'm focusing. I train with all of my might, simultaneously, trying to figure out what exactly I'm supposed to be focusing on, and wondering if this is all actually bogus anyway. Leanna watches me intently, waiting for the spark of magic which doesn't appear. I let go of my breath out in frustration.
Try again.
Have we considered the possibility that only humans from Terra can cast? Leanna's voice is firm.
Just try again.
With a heavy sigh, I bring up my hands again and try again. As is expected, nothing happens. This is completely pointless. I lower my hand. Maybe I'm not meant to cast. Suddenly, a gust of wind pushes me off my feet and knocks me to the ground. Oof. I'm just gonna keep it like that. Oof. Leanna glares at me, a fierce look on her face.
Get up!
Damn. I cough and I catch my breath and push myself to my feet. What the hell? Leanna raises her arms again.
Deflect this!
Dodge. I dive out of the way as Leanna casts another gust of wind. That was close.
Don't dodge! Deflect!
I balk at the sternness in her tone. Her entire demeanor has changed from a calm and patient teacher to a dangerous Mage-Knight. What's gotten into you? She ignores me and aims another shot of magic. This time, I jump out of the way, but she is relentless. She lines up another shot. I don't know what you mean by deflect. Leanna sends another gust after me, which I only narrowly dodge. Before I can get my bearings, another shot of magic comes at me. And then another. Would you just? And another. Hold on. And another. My breathing is short and anger warms my blood. She's shooting off wind blasts so quickly. I don't have time to think or move. Her attacks are relentless and keeps knocking me down. Another gust of wind soars towards me. Leanna, stop! I take that blast, and although it's just as powerful as the others, this time I manage my footing.
That's not deflecting!
Damn, she's pissed. She frowns in concentration as she ramps up another attack. Then, she lets loose another gust of wind. I try to block it with my arms, but the blast is stronger than the last, and it hurls me into the air. I crash painfully on the ground, but force down the pain and get back on my feet. My breathing is ragged, and my body is sore. Leanna is already channeling another attack. I don't know what's gotten into her, but I can't keep taking these hits. As she launches another attack, the anger bubbles inside of me and boils over. I throw out my hands and feel the anger shoot down my arms out of my glowing manipulator in a gust of wind, knocking the blast away. I did it! Leanna gasps and drops her attack.
You did it!
Damn right it did it. I stare at my arm, too bewildered to even comprehend what is happening. Suddenly, Leanna is laughing loudly. As things calm down, I notice the rest of the group is already here. They must have heard the commotion.
He casted?
Fuck yeah, I did. Of course I did, because you know who I am? I'm Gan, the motherfucking man. Oof. Leanna grins broadly.
He did! He finally fully cast!
That's amazing!
That wind magic, it came from me. The realization slowly dawns on me. I casted that. My eyes grow wide and I spit into a huge grin. Yes, I can't believe I did it. Leanna grins from ear to ear. Even Zack cracks a small smile and nods. Amelia watches us curiously.
I assume you used the technique which we had previously discussed.
What? You discussed this? The fuck? Wait, what? Leanna looks sheepish and refuses to make eye contact. What technique? The high from my casting begins to wear off, and I remember the mix of anger and confusion I felt from the attacks. You mean, you guys thought it would be a good idea to randomly just start attacking me? Leanna shakes her head, looking a mixture of worry and guilty. Amelia calmly responds.
Indeed.
Indeed, because you're being un pendejo, and you can do any of the fucking wind casting. I learned this when I was fucking 5, and you couldn't even do it, you piece of shit. I didn't expect her to so bluntly agree. Why?
You were making no progress on your training, and I believed a new strategy was necessary. One such method is to utilize the ingrained need for survival. When placed in high stress, dangerous situations, the human body will use all its resources to ensure survival.
So basically, we want to just beat the shit out of you till you learned right. You know, how parents used to teach kids back then in the days.
By putting you in such a situation, your response to protect yourself enabled you to tap into the manipulator and channel energy.
And after all the beatings, you finally did it. You did it, boy. You did it. I consider what Amelia said. Everything happened so fast, but once I realized there was no way to talk my way out of Amelia's attack, I knew there was only one way out.
I'm really sorry. Amelia felt this was the best way for you to learn since you didn't seem to be getting it my way.
I don't know if I should be mad at her, or I should be like, don't worry, baby girl, it all happened for the best, you know? Like, even though you just beat the shit out of me, it all happened good. You wanna know why? Because I have Stockholm. And I'll follow all your commands. She trails off.
I hope I wasn't too hard on you.
Okay, I get it. Please be gentle next time. I can't deny that the strategy worked, and she does seem sorry about it. I smile, reassuringly. I guess I'll let you off the hook this time, but next time you plan on surprise attacking me, maybe you can hit me a little less hard? Leanna looks sheepish.
I'm sorry. I thought my casts were reserved.
If that's what you call reserve, then remind me to never get on your bad side. So, what now? Should I try it again?
Are you feeling up to it? If you need to take a break, we can do that.
I think I should be okay. As the words leave my mouth, my arm stings and I feel a wet spot on my elbow. I look down and notice blood on my shirt. Leanna gasps.
You're bleeding!
I twist my arm, trying to see the damage. You don't say. Really, Leanna? After all of the punches from the wind and everything, you didn't expect me to bleed, not even once. No, it was wind. You shouldn't bleed. I fell on the fucking ground. But it's just wind.
Hold on, I brought bandages.
I came prepared. It's really no big deal. She races back to camp and grabs a roll of gauze from her bag. When she returns, she kneels beside me and reaches for my arm. I move my arm out of her grasp. I'm okay, really. This is just a scratch. Based on the level of bleeding, I can tell it's a bit more than a scratch. So can Leanna. She shakes her head. Why are you lying to me? What, are you trying to be a fucking macho? Fucking take the bandages.
It's my fault you got hurt.
Without taking no for an answer, she grabs my arm and takes a look. This time, I don't bother resisting. Gently, she dabs the blood with a damp cloth. I try not to wince from the sting.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be gentle.
You're fine. Her hands are warm and delicate, and for a moment, I forget what she's doing. I can only feel her touch. Her gentle fingers, what the fuck is that? Definitely wrap the gauze around my arm. After she secures it, she lets her hands fall back in her laps. I feel a split second of disappointment as I let my own arm fall beside me.
There, good as new.
A kiss. Kiss it better. What are you, fucking 5? The fuck? Thanks, but you didn't have to do all of that for me, just for a cut.
It's my fault you got hurt, so it was only fitting for me to help treat you too.
I nod and she smiles in response. I get to my feet and return to camp. After we all had a chance to eat and relax, we get ready for bed. For once, as soon as I lay down my head, exhaustion takes over me. Fuck, I'm fucking that up. For once, as soon as I lay down my head, exhaustion overtakes me, and I fall right to sleep. We wake up the next morning and continue our travels. After my last burst of magic, I try to replicate the feeling of casting. Although I finally see improvement, I can't cast as well as I hope. The results of my casting is just a weak tendril of magic, but at least it's something. Leanna's spirits has been lifted too, and she continues my training with renewed enthusiasm. A couple of days before the trees become denser as we reach the woods. We must be on the right track. At first, the walk is easy as the trees line a well-worn path, but the deeper in the forest we traverse, the more careful we become of our stepping as the wild undergrowth tangles our legs. The pongo waddles unsteadily over the roots and debris on the ground, then hops onto my shoulder.
Boy.
Oh shit, it's dark. The canopy overhead thickens, blocking much of the sunlight. Leanna glances uneasy around her. Noticing Leanna, Zach glances around too and becomes grave.
I think we stumbled into the forest of grieving.
What the fuck is with all these forests? Where the fuck is the forest of sunshine and rainbows? The fuck? Leanna balks.
Grieving?
The pongo looks concerned.
Boy?
Zach nods. Kara looks curiously at Zach, then watches Leanna's gaze suspiciously around her. She seems to put two and two together and grins mischievously.
Isn't that the one with all the trapped souls?
Come on, guys. Leanna's eyes widen and her voice trembles.
Trapped souls?
He's teasing her. Spook her. Let's see. If I go along with it, she's gonna know. Because how the fuck am I supposed to know? He's teasing. Spook her. I'm gonna spook her. While Leanna's distracted by Zach and Kara, I creep up behind her. Boo! Leanna leaps out of the way but loses her balance and falls. Zach and Kara burst into laughter. Leanna pushes herself to her feet as her face turns red. She sees me.
Was that you?
Was what me? I was just minding my own... Was what me? I was just minding my own business when you randomly fell over. Leanna frowns.
You made that noise!
I most certainly did not. It must have been one of the souls. He plugs her ears.
I'm not listening!
Amelia puts her hands on her hips. Come on, guys. This is fucking stupid.
Evidently, Zack, you were misinformed as there is no such place as the Forest of Grieving.
Now stop teasing Amelia and let's keep going. You fucking idiots.
No, there definitely is a Forest of Grieving. Right, Kara?
Fucking buzzkill Amelia, come on.
Absolutely.
If that is true, it is certainly not here.
Leanna pouts, her face bright red.
You guys are the worst!
She rushes closer to Amelia and pointedly ignores Zack and Kara, who pretends to hide their amusement. Leanna frowns at me too. The Pongo shoots the two of them dirty looks.
Poi! That's right, Pongo.
Dude, it's like 2 in the morning, come on. I'll probably end it when we get into like a city or something. She scoops him into her arms and hugs him into her chest. The Pongo doesn't protest. We continue the walk in silence. As we venture further within the forest, the air feels thick and heavy. The canopy thins out, but the trees themselves have knotted and the thick bark making them seem very old. They brighten with an ethereal blue-green luminescence. Does anyone else feel that? The Pongo squirms in Leanna's grasp and hops out before exploring the forest.
This place is loaded with magical energy.
Is that why it's glowing?
The natural formation of crystals is what gives it its coloration.
I take my time admiring the natural beauty of the place. It feels like a scene from a fairy tale. Peeking out from behind the tree is a pink Pongo. My Pongo hops over to her. Ooh, you sly dog. And when she realizes she's been spotted, she hops out into view and tilts her head curiously.
Boy? Boy!
Come on, Pongo, you got this. The pink Pongo looks over at Leanna and gives her a wide grin. Leanna gasps as it hops closer to her.
Boy! How cute!
She reaches out towards the pink Pongo, who hops into her arms.
Aw, she likes me!
Leanna squeals excitedly and hugs her closer.
Boy?
Another Pongo peeks out from behind a bush and hops over to Leanna. Her grin grows even wider. She opens her arms and the Pongo hops in, much to Leanna's delight.
Another Pongo!
We're gonna find like a whole fucking Pongo, like it's gonna be like Puppyville to her.
Boy! What?
Even more Pongos pop out from behind the trees and brushes and begins to surround Leanna, who watches them with joy.
So many Pongos!
She reaches out to all of them, and they each openly receive her affection.
Boy?
The chorus of Pongos increase, and even more emerge, and soon even Leanna is overwhelmed by the sheer number of Pongos. Zack stands as close to the edge of the trees as possible, and as far away from the Pongos as possible. His hands hover protectively over his dischargers, as he eyes the Pongos suspiciously. Amelia moves from Pongo to Pongo, seemingly studying the variations. Kara joins in and plays with the Pongo closest to her. And even more Pongos filter out from the clearing. Leanna's eyes fill with tears.
Too many Pongos!
Are you kidding me right now? Oh no. Leanna, are you okay? Her smile is still as wide as ever as she kneels on the ground, holding as many Pongos as she can in her arms, but the tears continue to flow. She speaks between sobs.
I can't hug them all!
Kara comes over and puts a comforting arm around her.
It's okay. Just hug as many as you can.
Leanna sniffles and nods. My Pongo looks up at me with a wondering gaze. Nah, I don't care what you say. I'm not joining in the fun. No, I'm standing by my Pongo. I look down at him and smile. Don't worry, you're the only Pongo I need. He beams and hops into my arms, then nuzzles me affectionately. From among the Pongo emerges a Pongo larger than the others. He has a twist of leaves which he's wearing around his head, and he passes all the other Pongos, seems to settle down in reverence. He pauses in front of Leanna.
Boy?
His name is Pongo King. Leanna blinks.
Boy.
That was a long string of poise. We come in peace. We come in poise. Of course I'm gonna say we come in poise. I step in front of Leanna and address the Pongo. Don't worry, we come in poise. Everyone stares at me, while Zach face palms and shakes his head. The Pongo just looks at me curiously.
Boy?
I don't think he understood me. My Pongo step up to the larger Pongo and speaks in a series of poise.
Boy.
The larger Pongo seems surprised, then nods.
Boy.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. It could be like, he's probably telling us, don't fucking kill us. Like, the Pongo's like, I should have these guys killed. And our Pongo's like, no, they're good people, don't you kill them. Anything but that, we're just passing through.
Boy.
Okay. He turns around and hops deeper into the forest. My Pongo faces us.
Boy.
I just saved your lives. He tilts his head to indicate the forest, then follows the larger Pongo. Should we follow them? Zach shrugs, but Leanna nods.
Yeah, I think we should. At the very least, we can't leave him.
What if he's leading us to danger?
The Pongo King's gonna just murder us.
It would seem that the other Pongos respect the larger Pongo. He may be the equivalent of a king or other authority figure. If he wished us harm, we would already know.
Besides, the most harm a Pongo can do is cuddle us.
We better get moving on before we lose them. We follow the Pongos further into the forest. Some of the other Pongos tag along, popping in and out of the trees. I've never seen so many Pongos in one place before. What are they all doing here? Eventually, we stop in front of a crumbling stone structure.
Boy.
Oh, we fucking made it to the...
Boy?
The Pongo leader nods.
Boy.
Boy.
It would seem the Pongos have escorted us to the temple we seek.
How did they know? Can they understand us?
More than likely, our Pongo friend inquired as to the reason for the migration of so many Pongos in one area. He must have been curious about their source of energy, which just happens to be the Earth Temple.
You know what? Maybe the Pongo's fucking smart, Amelia. Maybe he's not asking, like, why they're there. Maybe he just asked, like, hey, my fucking loser friends want to know where the Earth Temple is, and seeing that you all are right here, and I heard stories about the king of the Earth Temple, I've wanted to come and see if it was true. And the Pongo King's like, it was true, my friend. I would lead you to the temple. Then after that, you have leave the forest and never come back. I don't know, something like that. I narrow my eyes at Amelia. This seems very coincidental. Do you speak Pongo?
No, but that rationale should be common sense.
Nah, I think you speak Pongo. Zack snorts, then tries to cover it up. I look back at the temple. It clearly hasn't been touched in a long time, and half of it is falling apart. Is it safe to go in there? Kara seems excited.
Only one way to find out.
She marches towards the temple.
But what about the Pongos? Won't they be upset?
Dude, I gotta end it somewhere on here because I want to start my next episode at the temple and I'm fucking tired. So let's see what let's see. Especially considering we intend to absorb the energy.
The temples were built over areas of naturally high concentrations of energy, so the temples continuously amass energy at an accelerated rate. Therefore, the amount which we will absorb will be replenished fast enough to not adversely affect the Pongo's ecosystem.
Why don't people live near these pockets of continuous energy?
The only energy we are able to manipulate is extracted from crystals. This form of energy, which resides in the air, cannot be manipulated or absorbed by humans.
She pauses.
Humans of Terra, that is. In contrast, Pongos are able to absorb all forms of energy, including airborne.
I see. Wait, if you just absorb crystals, wouldn't it be easier to like get these fuckers and use them as batteries? You know what I mean? Like, imagine using them for like a laser gun or like a welding tool, right? Like, fuck, this Pongo's done. Just like throw it. Give me another Pongo. Or like to recharge it, you just like you pick him up to the air and it's like, Pongo, get the airborne energy. And he's like, okay, finally charged up. Put him back on the welding tool and just like, I mean, that's stupid. Either way, it sounds like the Pongos will be okay. Leanna nods and we follow Kara. The Pongos make no moves to stop us, but we continue to watch curiously.
Come on!
We approach the temple's entrance. Okay, this is where I'm gonna end this video. Oh my god, it's gonna be 3. Okay. So, if you liked this video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment. And I'll see you next time. Oh, before I actually do leave, look at the link down below. And look at the new song I made. I hope you like it. Alright then. Well, this is farewell. And as always, bye bye.